Welcome to another HACSU vodcast, your health and community services union, the largest union and strongest in Tasmania, over 100 years old. One of the most incredible benefits about being a HACSU member is HACSUassist. And to tell us more about that, I'm joined now by two incredible people from HACSUassist, Lizi.
Hello.
And Richard.
Hi.
Now, HACSUassist, what is it? It's an exclusive benefit to members.
A resource that's available to HACSU members to find out a whole range of different information and advice. Within HACSUassist, not only do we give advice, but we represent as well. So, that's a very brief summary of what it is. Yeah.
It's a phone call away. It's a simple phone call, and it could be for a variety of reasons. What are some of those reasons that people call?
So we get a lot of pay queries, so people unsure about what their rate of pay is according to their position, when does an afternoon shift penalty start. Workers' compensation is something that we get a lot of queries about. So, we have a lot of knowledge and expertise within the team around workers' compensation, disciplinary matters. So something bread and butter for us, I think, a lot that we get members ring up, oh, no, I've been stood down, I've got a letter from my boss, I don't know what to do, they're asking me to come to a meeting. So that we specialise in that individual representation with those sorts of matters.
So we talk to a lot of people that must be in distress or confused or being treated poorly.
You're right, some people are quite distressed when they call. A lot of our role is to make sure their members get a fair process. So people quite often haven't been through this process before and really don't know where to start and, what's this all about. So because we're experienced, we're able to reassure them with respect to that. And that helps to give people more confidence if they are stressed.
Do you find that people are treated better after they're being represented by HACSU? Do you get that feedback that things change for them in their workplace?
That is a really common comment that we get, is I was treated completely differently when you were in a meeting than when I came to a meeting by myself.
Because some people might be concerned about a fallout getting you involved, but it sounds like it's the opposite. They end up getting treated maybe better. Is that a fair...
Well, certainly in the short term, and even if there was some kind of repercussion, then again, using process, we can help deal with that as well.
Yeah.
So it's protection, if you like, from that perspective, yeah.
And what is it like? So if someone's nervous about making a call and they think my issue may be not big enough, is there any issue that's not big enough?
No, we deal with all sorts of things such as, I was not treated nicely by my co-worker at work. What can I do about it? So no, if you're not sure, there's no silly questions. We're here to help. We're not here to judge anyone. We're just here to help, make sure that a fair process happens, and that you do get expert advice for any issues that you have at work.
So really no issue is too small.
No.
And are there some quite common issues that you...
Grievance processes. So I think, or bullying is something as well, where someone's having, being treated not great on an ongoing basis, whether it's a co-worker, a manager, or someone else within their workplace, or health and safety is a big one too. A lot of people just want to know what their rights are. And look, sometimes it is that our advice is, well, yes, your employer is doing the right thing. So even if you just want assurance that your boss is actually doing the right thing, that's a lot of conversations that we have with members too.
What an amazing resource to tap in, to be able to access.
Well, a lot of what we do is also refer to the correct, what's called industrial instrument. So usually that's an award or an enterprise agreement. And that clarifies a lot of questions that people have, because not all employers know that back to front either. So some of our members are given the wrong advice, and we can clarify that by going to the proper document
And are there some calls that have just shocked you? Like we still know there's a lot of work to be done in the conditions around how people are treated in healthcare.
Yeah, still, like you think that you've heard and seen it all, but then, there's always something left of field that comes through. I think that's one of the things that I absolutely love about my role in Assist is no day is the same. No call's going to be the same. Each individual issue is going to have its own complexities or things that are unique to that particular scenario. So it's definitely keeps it interesting.
And you take thousands of these calls a year. Thousands. That's amazing.
We kept pretty busy. Yes.
Another thing that I learnt, which I wasn't aware of, is that you don't just have access to call if it's a problem, but also if you're writing an application or you're trying to go for permanency. These are also some of the things that HACSUassist provides, right?
Yeah.
Quite often people are looking at trying to get a promotion or changing their role. So, yeah, we've got a whole wealth of knowledge about that too.
So I could call you and say, look, I want to apply for this position. What's the best way to go about it? What should I do? What should I put? Like all of those questions, because it can be quite daunting. Or do you think I might be, do I have enough to be able to apply?
I think in that instance, whilst we wouldn't write the application for you, we'd certainly give you feedback about what is written to obviously give you the best chance.
Yeah. So taking thousands and thousands of calls, how did you get into where you are now? Like what led you here?
I've been a unionist for a long, long time, so always passionate about anything union. I was a delegate at my old workplace, so...
Yeah, and what was that?
I was employed at the Qantas call centre, so I got a lot of call centre experience. So I was a delegate for the Australian Services Union. I really loved being involved in the union there. So when I saw the opportunity come up at HACSUassist here, it kind of, had those two things together of, the call centre experience and, the union side of things as well kind of combined into one position. So, I've been here 5 years now and absolutely love it. So, no going back. So,
And what about you, Richard?
I've got a diverse background. So even as a teenager, I was in unions and then I ended up with my own business. So believe it or not, I was an employer.
I hope your conditions were good.
So, look, in a way that does help me balance out different perspectives. And you're also in bands, weren't you? Yeah.
Well, I've got a great
first.
actually.
Here we go.
Can you explain to me this? This
Yes.
is in the news.
This is from the 1970s. So
Yeah.
the Battle of the Bands used to be at the Hobart City Hall. And yes, I'm in one of those bands.
Yeah.
So the host of it was Molly Meldrum. So
Was he really?
Yeah. So it was a
Good
lot
on
of fun.
And
so
look at this head of
still-
hair. Was it Pantene or like I envy hair like that. What was your secret?
We all had hair like that in the 70s. Oh dear.
Well, it's what a diverse group and skill set you have there in HACSUassist, and even just going in up there before and having a look around, the time that you have for people and I just think it's all members are so lucky to have people like you on the other end of the phone because you actually really give it.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Esther.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you.